All right, guys, we are back on the Roblox channel for another video. We have been doing daily uploads on this channel, and again, this channel was supposed to be an experiment, and you guys somehow managed to get the channel to 3,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate all of you guys. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look, or we're going to be talking about how to increase your skills as a player overall in Volleyball Legends, where a lot of you guys have been asking me in the comments, and a lot of you guys have even been asking me when I join games to go ahead and make a video on this, and that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. But before we actually do hop into that, guys, be sure to join the Discord server in the description and in the comments. A lot of you guys have also been asking me to make one, and we finally got around to doing so, and here it is for you guys today. So be sure to join that description and comment section one more time. We're gonna hop into some private match, some public matches where I talk about what I do in terms of positioning, and we're just gonna commentate over it and have a good time. So if you guys do enjoy this kind of video, please be sure to hit that like button, comment, share, and subscribe. We're gonna hop right into this. All right, guys, here we are. We are in the practice section here. First thing I'm going to be talking about is my serves, right? Or are my serves, I should say. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I do my serve, because a lot of you guys have also been doing or asking me for tutorials on how to do this, and that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So let's quickly go ahead and go into the serving section here. My serve is very simple, and the only reason why it works, I believe, is because I use Sanu for the serve. And if I'm using a very fast character or high serving character, let's say like Bokuto or Timeskip Hinoto, this works just as well. The reason why this serve right here works with this guy, we'll show you real quick. I throw it like that, and I hit it straight down like that, is because of his animation. You see, if you pay attention to Sanu's jump animation here, we got like that, and boom, like that. He has a little bit of a tilting animation, right? I think he's the only one in the game that really has a different kind of spiking animation. I think Hinata might have something like a different animation to his spiking, but it's not as much as this guy, because when you're throwing the ball one way, it actually does look like you're hitting it over there, but in reality I'm actually hitting it right over there. And that is my specialty in this game, is the line shot. So as you guys like to know, or you guys like to see, I do come over here, like in the first video I say, about 3 steps to the side. I throw the ball to the right a little bit right there. You can see it right there. You see the red ball moving. I throw it just a little bit over to the left side, just a little bit, not too much, and we get the power into the purple, and then I just try to hit the ball on the line over there. And the reason why that is so good is because, one, they'll either think the ball is going out of bounds, or they think I'm throwing the ball all the way over here to hit it over here, right? So a lot of people, a lot of the times, if you pay attention to the videos, they will dive this way when I'm really hitting it this way, right? So the serve is very simple. We're going to do it one more time here. Perfect. Let's take a look. 3 steps over, so 1, 2, 3. Go like this, remember it, and then you just move the red ball to the left a little bit, just slightly. You don't want to go like this. You don't want to throw it forward, because I'm pretty sure you're not going to be able to hit that, and you don't want to throw it too far left, because if you throw it too far left, you're also just going to be messing up your serve. So you want to make sure it's like right here, so you're able to hit it and that it's not going too far away from you. Then you're going to get it in the purple, you're going to aim toward the line over there, and you just hit it straight down. And it does work for any character that you decide to use. It's a very simple but effective move. If you have a high serving character, if you just quickly jump and hit it, that's going to be a super fast serve that, again, it will look like you're hitting it one direction, but in reality you are hitting it close to the line, and they never expect that, right? So that is going to be the section on my serve. All right, guys, now we're going to be talking about on how to receive sets from other people, how you want to position yourself, and all that stuff. So when you are on your side of the field, obviously, and you are making your play, your setter is going to be the most important part of your attacking play. Your job as a spiker is to receive his sets on either side of the field that you decide that you want to be on, right? So when I am playing this game, if I'm not aping, which you guys know I might be the #1 ape in this game, but if I am not aping, I am either patiently waiting on this side of the map, or I'm also on this side of the map, close to the net, but not too close, because then you'll hit the net with the ball if you spike it down. It's going to go flying out of the map, right? So as your job as a spiker, if you're going to be spiking, is to be able to receive that set from whoever decides to be the setter, and try your best to confuse the enemy or the opposing team to be able to get that point for the team, right? So when it comes to positioning, when you guys see me in the game, I like to run around a lot, right? But just before the attacking play, let's say I'm the setter, right? just before the ball comes to the setter. I'll still run around a lot to confuse the opposing team. Then I'll quickly go right here. You want to stay kind of close to the setter so that way you can get off a quick. The setter will either decide to set to you and you quickly hit the ball down, or he'll set to someone over here that's also in the corner, and you're able to make your plays like that. So positioning on the map is very, very, very important. And you can also do things like confuse your opponents by hiding behind certain people. For example, if I'm setting the ball up, let's just say I'm setting the ball up like that, and I come all the way from the back over here, a lot of the times they won't expect you to hit the ball because, again, the setter is supposed to be setting. So if while the setter is setting, instead of the setter setting, you can quickly just come in and boom, spike the ball, and they'll never expect that, right? But for the most part, you do want to wait for your setter to set, so that way you're able to, again, give him more options, so that way he's able to set the ball for the best option possible to score for the team. So spiking wise, again, you just want to be on either side of the map for positioning. I already do have a spiking tutorial, which you guys should definitely check out. I think it was one of the first videos I made on this channel, so be sure to check that out. And we're going to hop into the next subject here. All right, guys, next we are going to be talking about setting. All right, setting is a very important part of your gameplay, and that is simply because without you setting, or if the setter can't set, if you are mainly a spiker, you want to be there to back him up so that way you can get your attacking plays off for the team, right? So for example, a lot of the times people will serve to people or serve to the setters on the team, so that way the setter gets the first touch, and that way the spikers have to be the ones to touch the ball, right? So it's a very, very, very important that you do learn how to set. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that. I do not play with advanced controls. However, I do suggest you guys do play with that because it will help you set a lot better. And I'm not the greatest setter in the world, but I can get some decent sets off when the time calls for a set, right? So I like to do my side sets where I'll do this and I'll do that, or sometimes I'll even hit it diagonally, not like that. Hold on, do not click boom jump, right? I'll even hit it diagonally like that. You don't want it to go too high, but you also don't want it to go too low. So when you're doing sets like that, again, the same plays are required as the spiking plays, right? You want two people on either side. So you want one person here on this side, and you want one person here on the right side. So that way you yourself have attacking options to help get the scoring point on your team, right? So how to set. So you obviously have the ball up in the air. If you want a high set, you hit it right away. If you want a low set, you wait for the ball and then you hit it like that, right? You wait for the ball to get just slightly in your chest like that, and then the ball will go a little bit lower. So slightly low like that, and the ball goes lower like that, right? So that's exactly how you set. These sections of this video is not going to be too long. I really just want to showcase this through gameplay that I have recorded with some friends that I played 3v3s with. I'm going to show you guys how you position yourself and all that stuff. So that's pretty much it in terms of all the basic stuff that you want to go over when playing this game, and how to position yourself, where you want to be the spike, how to do my serve, like a lot of you guys have been asking, and how to do the sets. Now we're going to go ahead and look at the gameplay that I do have. We're going to talk about it, and then that's going to be it for the video. So if you guys did make it this far into the video, one, please be sure to join the Discord. I will be doing giveaways sometime soon, hopefully during the new secret, which is coming out on Saturday, which is going to be very exciting. Two, hit a like on this video, subscribe if you are new, and let's just switch right over to the gameplay. All right, guys, here we are over at the match. We have a few games recorded, but I'm actually only going to be taking a look at this one right here, not the whole match, because nothing really interesting happened. But again, it does reinforce how I play this game, how I position myself, how I spike the ball, how I receive sets, and how I serve and stuff like that, right? So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at that. So right off the bat, you can see right here, we're starting off with the receiving end. Right off the bat, you can see we have each section covered of the field, right? So we have me on this side ready to protect this side right here. This section from this line to, I say, about right here where the mouse is, this is exactly where I'm covering, right? For this gentleman right here, Kang, a friend of mine, and we're also playing with Avery, you can see right here, they got that side covered over there, right? So I'm here, they're there. So let's play a little bit further. Right off the bat, you can see this guy over here, he's aiming towards Avery. You can tell by just the direction. So you want to pay attention to where they're aiming, right? So that way you can know if you want to go for a quick or not. So if he's not going to be aiming to you, you want to immediately make your way over to the right side because that's where the ball is going to be, right? So pay attention to where the ball is. Go over to the right side so you can hopefully jump in and get a quick. A lot of times you will miss depending on how they do hit the ball with the receive. So we'll see right here. So right there, boom. So if Avery had set that, I would have gotten the quick. However, Kang set it first, so I wasn't able to get the quick off. However, now we're going to go into positioning, right? Remember what I told you guys. Now the setter is now there. I'm over here. Kang just touched the ball. So now it's up to Avery to either decide if he wants to spike the ball or they're going to set the ball, right? So now we're going to be over here positioning. So now we're both here, right? Me and him right here. It looks like Avery was going to spike it, but it turned into a set, right? So now we're at a position where the set is there. The enemy team is not ready for that. Look, they're not even close. They're not ready for anything. And I'm already in position to go ahead and spike the ball right to the corner of there. I do think tilting backwards is, especially if you're using Sanu, tilting backwards so you can get the ball further back is something that everyone should be doing when you are spiking. It is so important because you're able to get over the block a lot of times and they just don't expect you to hit the ball that far. A lot of times people are diving like this guy right here because they think you're going to be hitting the ball straight down when in reality you're hitting it over to a corner somewhere in the back, right? Again, I don't suggest you guys spike into the block. Too often, even myself, I do sometimes. People are spiking into the block. That's not good, right? You want to try to hit the corners as much as possible or just get the back corners as much as possible. So right there, perfect positioning by me and Kang. We were ready for the set and we were able to give Avery an option for us to do our attacking play, right? So very, very, very good right there. So now we're going to go into whose serve is this. So that's Avery's serve right there. Avery does a very good serve as well. You can see that's a similar serve to what I do. It looks like he was about to hit it over there, but they hit it over here instead. I don't really look too much as to what they do, but there it is. Very, very, very nice. It looked like the ball was going over here, but again, it went this way. So with Sanu specifically, his animation really does help in terms of just getting a nice serve in, even though his serve is very weak. All right, so now when it comes to defending, right, we didn't talk about defending in the game or in the beginning of this video, which I honestly should have, and I do apologize, I'm not gonna lie. But defending, what do you want to be paying attention to? Where do you want to position yourself, right? So you can see right off the bat right here, all of us moved up closer to the net. The reason for this is because one person is probably going to be jump setting, so that way we can maybe defend the ball. Just in case the ball does happen to miss, we have two other options for defense here. If you pay attention, this person is jumping right away. It looks like he's going to be hitting that way too early. So this was technically a very good decoy, right? You want to be paying attention to that. Look at where his body is angled as well. You can tell if he ended up hitting that, he was going to be hitting it right there. So in the off chance that he did hit that, Avery would have been there to be able to save that, right? But you also have to be paying attention to this guy who also jumped at the exact same time, right? This guy is more likely to hit it than this guy, and that's just because you can tell he jumped way too early. So let's see actually who hit it here. He could still hit it. Remember, I don't remember exactly what happens in this game, but if this guy hits it, I'm going to be here to save it, and we'll see, because you can tell by the body position here, right? And Sanu tilt, you also have to be paying attention to Sanu's tilt, and you can see right there, this guy did end up hitting it, and like I said, Avery was there, and so is Kang. It looked like Kang was the one that received it, but again, you do want to pay attention to who's actually spiking the ball, right? When two people jump at the same time, it is a 50-50 chance as to who's going to hit it, but if you guess correctly, more often than not, you want to be at a side away from where two people are, right? So they have that side covered. You want to be at an empty spot that's not covered already, so that way you're able to receive just in case the ball does go there, right? So again, we were positioning ourselves there. Avery did set it, and I did hit it into the block, but these guys were ready for defense and receiving. Kang was already there to pick up after me, and Avery is now also going to be there again to be able to reset, right? So here we go. And we got the quick. That's also something I do a lot, is if I miss right there and the ball is very close to me, I'll jump backwards and just off of the receive, I'll jump up and get the spike in as well. So very, very, very important tips right there. So we talked about defense, we talked about the serve, and we talked about positioning. Now let's take a look at more of this gameplay, right? I think it's my serve now. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. I did mess up here. Don't jump, okay? Do not jump and try to click in the serve button at the same time. It will not work. But okay, perfect. You can see right there. So right here we did mess up, right? Right here there was no communication between us. Also, don't pay attention to this. This is my girlfriend in the corner. We were talking on Discord while I was playing and recording this gameplay for you guys. So shout out to Kaylee. Absolutely amazing. But you can see we did mess up right here. The communication was not there. I thought he was going to hit it to me just because you can see these guys are over here, like right here. So I thought he was going to be able to set it over here where there's no one over here, and we were going to be able to get a nice point in, but we just weren't on the same wavelength, unfortunately. So that's something as well that you guys have to be on the lookout for, right? And again, here we are with the serving section. Look, receiving serves, all three sections just covered right there, right? So he's gonna hit it right there. He was there for that. Avery's there, but guys, remember, always stay close to the setter as possible. Not too close, but you want to stay close just in case the setter does miss, because it does happen in this game. Setters do miss, so you want to be there to be able to receive that failed miss, and then you're able to now get the ball back up, and now these two can try to spike the ball and get the point right there. So very, very, very important that you guys do that, right? And again, these two guys right here are very, very, very good players, both season pros, and very nice people as well. Okay, a lot of the times I do say you shouldn't ape, but aping is good sometimes, guys. I'm not gonna lie, they don't expect it, especially if your team is constantly setting. Your enemy is gonna be knowing that that person is the designated setter, right? So a lot of the times they're expecting a set, but if you just ape the ball, they won't expect ape. And that's the only time I'll say you should ape, is when the setter is setting too much and they're now reading your sets, right? So now you're implementing another attack form into your gameplay, which is just straight up attacking, right? So very, 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 very important right there. And again, we're paying attention to the defense here. Who is going to hit the ball? So let's see. That guy right there, and he did hit it out of bounds. However, if the ball was straighter down, me or Kang would have gotten that, right? Because we can pay attention to who's hitting it. Positioning is it's literally what it is. You want to be covering open spots, because now you're narrowing down where the enemy can hit the ball. If you have two people here, the only place they can hit it is over here. So you want to be in a section where there's not enough blockers, right? So again, perfect example. They didn't get the spike off properly, but you can see I was right there, and you can see I'm also ready to receive this ball. It looks like I'm just gonna go in straight for a spike, but I did not. I thought I was, honestly. Even I tricked myself right there. But you can see immediately after me setting the ball, we can go back 10 seconds here, I'm already moving into position. So let's see this again. Let's see this again. They're gonna save that. You're gonna see as soon as I hit that ball, I'm already moving to the right side. Right there, he's gonna set. He did not set, but if he did set, I would have been there. I would have been there to spike the ball straight right there. So again, at the end of the day, everything in this game is all about positioning. You're not gonna have any sound in this, by the way. I apologize. There's just gonna be me talking and some music in the background, but positioning is very important for a spiker. Setting is very important for spikers to be able to get their plays off. So yeah, I'm not gonna do this whole video again. We did win this match, obviously. It was a very easy match, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, if you found it helpful, please be sure to let me know in the comments. Join the Discord one more time. It's finally open. I think they did a very good job at it. Shout out to them. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.